We got to get out of these sectarian organizations. Because they become religions and they become slavery. In division, we can come together and bring this consciousness.
It's like game banging, huh?
We are a body with no head. I am not the head. We are a body of sisters and brothers, the ancient incarnation of the gods and goddesses, with no head. So when you leave here, you can do your thing. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't wear this, you can't wear that, you can't eat this, you can't wear that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You didn't tell me you can do this, you didn't tell me you was going out last night, you gotta have permission from us. Get the hell out of here. Alright? Alright, awaken the world within. Hilton on team. Damn them groups.
Why you cut your drugs, bro?
Yeah. You got to do this and that. On the title of this title here, if you can zoom in, please know what I said. It's called The Divine Marriage. Hilton on team. European, it's going to tell you what your divine marriage is. Since a lot of us don't accept what we saying from our ancestors, well, we're going to give you what the European's saying because he was the custodian of your knowledge.
Okay.
Right? Since he's the custodian of your knowledge, he'd be best to tell you about you. Since we won't accept what the high priest say, we'll see. What the masters, meaning us, we're the masters, what the masters allegorically referred to as the marriage of the Lamb was an exaltation of spiritual nature. Jesus being married to the church. Or when one get married to the Christ, you're getting married to the Lamb, your bride. You're going to find out who you really are. It is the activation of the pineal gland and the pituitary gland. The pineal gland is called the penis of God. The pituitary gland is called the vaginal womb of God. When these two glands unite, click. When man and woman unite, click, you become God again. Your divine marriage comes divinely from self. Now, any questions, comments so far? What God put together, let no man put asunder. See, it takes the priesthood now, the ancient priesthood from Kemet, to bring this information back. So it says the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, as a result of particular stimulation by the golden oil, this is your melanin, all right, this is your melanin, that is raised up from the sacral plexus or the solar plexus. This produces a harmonization of the negative and positive powers in the body by means of which equilibrium is attained. You know why Osiris had 15 pieces and his 15th piece was the phallus, where they said a catfish ate it? That's because woman has 14 body parts, and when man goes back into the womb, he becomes like into her, one body. She becomes again herself, God again, Jehovah, Yahweh, Eve, Chava, life, Hawa. Remember, Adam in the Gnostic text says, "It is you, Eve. I'm going to call you mother of all living because you are my physician, for you gave me life." Hell, if Eve is the mother of all living, then that means she had to give birth to man, not man give birth to her.
I will throw these keys at your head.
So we've been sleeping with God, walking with God all the time, and did not know. And most of them don't know yet. But we're about to tell you.
Yes, yeah.
So the true sacred marriage is the activation of the pineal gland, pituitary gland, and the hypothalamus gland. Those are 3 pyramids of Kemet. Those 3 stars in Orion's belt. Those are your 3 degrees in masonry. Those are your 3 masters. It says when the pupil is ready, it's talking about the mind's eye, the first eye, the third eye, the masters will appear. They're already inside of you. All you got to do is think. For man is a thought of Allah. So God is as close to you as thought. You ain't got to pray. We said Wednesday that in the opening of the Happy Factory, how they go? Bishmillah, my man, Ayin. Ayin is the eye. So when you're praying, you've been praying to your own self. We had a class called Jesus and the 12 Disciples and the Origin of Prayer, and I showed that when Jesus was talking to the disciples were the 12 functions of the mind. And when he was talking and praying and teaching them how to pray, he said, "Our Father, which art in heaven." Pioneer